Hello again, guys. So how's it going? I hope you all are doing well. I hope you all had a very blessed holiday season. And even as we're about to enter into this new year of 2026 tonight, I just want to wish you all a very blessed, a very prosperous, and also a very productive new year. Now, today I've decided that I'm going to briefly discuss the order in which the coins will pump. Now, first of all, none of what I'm about to say is to be considered as financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just discussing the potentials for the order in which the coins will pump. I'm going to use the word potential because no one knows 100% if this is exactly how it will play out. You see, but except for one thing, I'm pretty sure about the meme coins going before the prophetic blue chip coins. For that, I'm pretty sure, because that was shown to me clearly. But aside from that, I'm going to use the word potential. This is the potential order for the others. Okay, so first up, we know that the prophetic blue chip coins, we know that they're currently crashing. And before they start to pump, they will crash even lower. Now, from revelations given to me by God, I know that the prophetic meme coins are going to go before the blue chips. You see, this was shown to me clearly by God. He showed me that I held, a particular meme coin, and that coin took off, and then I was to start stacking up the prophetic blue chip cryptos. Now, within the meme coins, there's also a potential for some of these meme coins to also take off before other prophetic meme coins as well. Like, for example, we know that coins like Shiba Inu and also Pepe will crash further before they start to pump. Yes, we know this prophetically, as Yah has shown to me several times, okay? But there's other coins that could potentially pump before them, like Kishu Inu, Volt Inu, and BNB Tiger. And this is a potential. This may potentially be the case. I'm going to use the word potential with this scenario right here. These meme coins may pump before coins like Shiba Inu and Pepe. So we have to keep that in mind. Now, we also know that these prophetic meme coins will pump significantly when Bitcoin has crashed to lower numbers. When Bitcoin has crashed significantly, that's when these prophetic meme coins are going to take off. So we also know that as well. Now, there's also a possibility that even before these prophetic meme coins take off, guys, which are going to go before the prophetic blue chip coins, such as XLM, XRP, and Cardano, there is a possibility that we could have certain coins taking off before them, which would act as basically seed money with which we could use to reinvest into these prophetic meme coins. Now, right now, we're only going to be talking about one coin, and that coin is Lunk. Now, potentially, there may be other coins that could act as seed coins as well, but we aren't aware of those, so we can only talk about what we know of, potentially, right? Okay, so concerning Lunk, guys. Now, we know that Lunk has a 1 cent pump that is coming, right? And we know that this 1 cent pump should come before Bitcoin crashes, prophetically, right? Because when Bitcoin crash, in reaction, Lunk is going to have that higher pump, which will take it up to 6 cents and higher, 6 cents and above, 6 cents, 10 cents, up to $1 and higher. And that pump will be in response to a Bitcoin crash, in reaction to a Bitcoin crash, you see. But before Bitcoin crashes significantly, we know that Luna Classic or Lunk will pump to 1 cent or around 1 cent. Probably slightly lower or slightly higher, but it will be around 1 cent. And that's before Bitcoin crashes. Now, so if that is the case, and we know that the meme coins will pump when Bitcoin crash, it appears as if potentially that this Lunk cryptocurrency may very well pump even before the prophetic meme coins. That's what I've come to the conclusion of, based off of what I've been searching out. Now, guys, I want to bring up this very important dream that one of our brothers had a couple of years ago. I think it was around 3 years ago, which would confirm and add to what I'm trying to explain to you guys here, that there's a potential, there's a possibility that Lunk may very well go before the lot of these coins. Now, 3 years ago, I remember at a specific time, I needed some money, and then I asked the Lord for a trade, something that I never did before. I never did it before it occurred and not afterwards. So this was once I've ever done anything like that. I needed some cash, and I blatantly asked the Lord to give me a trade that I could make some cash to deal with something very important. I don't even recall what it was at the time. It was very important. I asked the Lord, please give me a trade. I didn't ask him for any specific coins. I just asked him to give me a trade. It could be potentially for any coin, any cryptocurrency. The very same night, Yah gave me a dream where he showed me Lunk moved from where it was. It was at the 301 area. And in the dream, he showed me where Lunk pumped from 301 to 3022. Now, in the morning after I had received that dream, I went online and I saw this brother's dream that he had posted that he also received. And I was blown away. I even left a comment beneath his dream, which is still there. I can put it here on the screen so you guys can see it. And this comment was left there 3 years ago, guys. And it was a confirmation to this brother's dream. Now, what's important for you guys to know is that this brother's dream is partially fulfilled, because he saw basically the same numbers that I saw as well. He saw that Lunk, Yah showed him that Lunk pumped from the 301 area to 3023. So I saw 3022 and he saw that it went to around 3023. And guys, in less than 3 weeks, I remember this. I remember it pretty clear. In less than 3 weeks, the numbers that Yah showed me was fulfilled. Lunk pumped up to those numbers. And so I made some money at that time because that's what I asked him for. And he delivered. Yah delivered to me. And this brother as well. So that was wonderful. That was amazing. But what I want to highlight to you guys here is that this brother's dream, guys, is partially fulfilled. Is not entirely fulfilled. That was just the first pump. Because in his experience, he saw that after it had went on that pump, which went up to a high of, I think it was at the time, 3026, I think. I think it went up to 3026. Now, after he'd seen it went up to those numbers in his dream, it went on to crash back to lower numbers. And then he mentioned that it went even lower. So it crashed to lower lows. And that's exactly what we've been seeing recently, guys, that Lunk crashed to lower lows. So he saw that. But then, most importantly, he saw that it went on to pump even much higher than it did before. You see, that's what he said. So the vision that this brother has seen, I'm going to leave links in my description box so you guys can go ahead and listen to the whole thing and read it on the screen as well and check it out for yourselves so you can get a better understanding of what he was saying and what he saw. So he said that he went on to pump even higher. And then he proceeded to say that in his experience, he felt that there was so many people that would regret. That's a key word right there. Including himself. They would regret not purchasing more. That's another key word. More Lunk before the big move was made. He went on to say that, guys. Please, guys, you guys can go ahead and check it out for yourselves. The links will be in the description box. It's very, very important. Now, he said he could feel the pain of regret from these people, including even himself, because apparently he himself didn't even have enough Lunk. You see, and that tells me something. If he said that, he could feel the pain of regret for a lot of people in the wealth transfer community who was feeling regret that they didn't purchase more Lunk before the big move came. Now, if they're experiencing regret that they didn't purchase more Lunk, that tells me that they had invested more money into other coins and less into Lunk at the time of this Lunk pump, the bigger Lunk pump. So take notes, guys. That is very significant right there. Before that big pump that we're all waiting for, that pump to 1 cent, and just to let you guys know, that's what he was talking about. It's the 1 cent pump, because he went on to mention it down at the bottom. I think it was the 1.5 cents pump. So that's 0.15 cents. He had placed there in his write-up on the screen. So you guys can go ahead and check it out as well. So he was talking about that pump specifically. He went on to say that. Before it did that, many people, they weren't heavily invested into Lunk. They regretted that they didn't invested more into Lunk before that pump. And they also had several other regrets. You see, some of them they sold too early. Some of them they bought in too late. So all of this was being shown to him in this vision. You see, guys. Now, something else that I find to be very interesting. He said that he also heard in this vision that the next move, which is talking about the big move, the 1 cent pump, will begin on a Wednesday. Now, he wasn't shown which specific Wednesday it was, but it will be on a Wednesday. Now, I'm well aware that this vision was around 3 years ago, but regardless of that fact, it is still unfulfilled. It is only partially fulfilled in regards to the first pump that both of us took advantage of, both me and this brother. You see, but as far as the big pump that he showed on his illustration on his screen, that is the 1 cent pump, guys. And that's what he's talking about. A future pump that is yet to come, that is unfulfilled. A lot of people were not ready for it, and they didn't have enough Lunk. And so a lot of people would be regretting they would miss out on the opportunity that this pump will present for a lot of us in the wealth transfer community. Yes, guys, this information is very, very important. That's why I decided that, you know what, I have to make a video and let you guys be aware of this information in this vision. And it's very, very important because it is unfulfilled. It is partially fulfilled, tying even myself to this vision, because the both of us took advantage of the first pump that Yah showed us the price points of for Lunk in this vision. You see, so I have to make it known to you guys to let you know that this vision is from Yah. It is partially fulfilled. The next pump will be the pump to 1 cent. And it's coming up very, very near. And I don't want any of you guys to experience that regret that our brother here was describing in his experience. Because I can imagine that people who are ignorant, that are not in the know, they will experience this if they're not prepared. So I decided, guys, that I was just going to bring this to your attention so that you can take the necessary steps to properly prepare yourself so that you won't experience any kind of regret, so that you will take advantage of this Lunk pump. Be very, very careful, guys. That's why I've warned in previous videos that currently, even at Lunk's current price, at where it's currently at 404, at 404, it is extremely dangerous to be outside of Lunk. It is more dangerous to be outside of Lunk currently than to be in it. You see, it is very dangerous. Why is it dangerous? Lunk has collapsed 100%. You see, it is at all-time lows. And regardless of the fact that it could crash a little bit, that's, you know, it's still a potential for it to crash down to even the 402, 401. It is extremely dangerous to be outside of it. Why? No one knows when it's going to start pumping. No one knows that, guys. You see, and it has so much more room to pump than it has to crash. It has already crashed. So that's why I say that it's very dangerous to be outside of it. Wisdom is to be positioned and be patient. Be patiently waiting you see, so that you won't have any regrets. Now, that's all I want to say in this particular video. That's all I want you guys to know so that you can take advantage. I hope you guys prepare yourselves. Please do with this information what you will. So, until next time, shalom, peace.